I'ma go and take y'all niggas back to school. I'm getting money, don't be asking how I do. Everywhere I go, the kids gon' meet the truth. I know I'm bad, I feel like Michael Jackson too. Yeah, I know I'm bad. Show me why you bad. Yeah, I'm feeling like Mike, I do my dance in the mirror. They said I'm bad and reckless, do you really think I get your change up? Keep it G, don't change up. Step your game up. What the fuck you think you in the game for? Get your change up. Keep it G, don't change up. Step your game up. What the fuck you think you in the game for? Grizzy told me, nigga, step your game up. Get your change up. But you better not change up. Get your game up. That's what you in this game for. So get your change up. Young nigga, get your change up.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
All right, that's October 6th.
Yeah.
TLS.
Thought it was TLA.
TLA. I keep forgetting every fucking time I do an interview and talk about it.
I think it's TLA.
Can't get it right. TLA in Philly.
Yeah.
Crazy card. You got Cassidy and Arsonal, the main event.
Yeah, I'm the main event.
You are the main event?
Yeah, I'm the main event.
Yeah.
They're coming to see me.
Tell
Get money
Cassidy
and drink water.
Tell Cassidy that.
I will.
I don't think he would agree with you.
I will. Well, I am. Nah. Shout out to Cassidy and Arsonal.
How you like that matchup, man?
I fuck with it.
Coming off the good shit, you know, he battled good. Well, he battled Disaster, then he came back, then he battled Goods. Now he's battling Arsonal.
I like it. I like it because I feel like if anybody's just going to come to Philly and not give a fuck about being in Philly, going against Cassidy, and be just as disrespectful as they want to be, it's going to be awesome. And Cassidy gets a home game. Because it was initial excitement and hype because you didn't see him in so long. They seen him already. A lot of people don't like what they seen.
Did you like what you see?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I feel like he understands what to do, but I think, like I said, you gotta be shooting, you gotta do it. He be saying it in the interviews. That's why when niggas say he's delusional, not all the way, because he said, yo, at Goods battle, I was 60%. Then I'm saying by the time this happens, I'm gonna be at such and such. So he knows he wasn't, I'm saying, at the percentage he needed to be, because you gotta do this shit multiple times to get where you. I feel like I still be needing to do that, and I battle so much. But when you step back from it and take time off, your mindset is somewhere else. Writing rhymes to a beat or doing a regular freestyle, the standard level is not that high as it is for a battle. But for me, it was the opposite. Me not battling made my mind clearer from being away from it. So now that I'm back, it's like the lines is coming way easier. This shit is just flowing. Like, it's so. That's why we look invincible right now with the 2-on-2s. We prepared so early because Sean caught the spark of battling a lot. I caught the spark from not battling. Then when we came together, it's like he got 100 lines, I got 100. Boom, it's 200 lines. Let's battle. But all that being said, though, I got Arsonal 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
Cass can't get around?
I mean, I'm for the culture.
Right.
I'm never gonna be that nigga that goes against somebody that's doing this every day that I came up with in the culture. If it was Ars versus Eminem, I'm going with Ars.
So you're saying that because you're
maybe not 3-0.
You're for the culture, but take the culture out of it and look at both individual as battle rappers.
I feel like Arsonal's better. I'm saying I'm going with Arsonal for the culture on top of me feeling like Arsonal is the better battle rapper. That's like Swiss. Why would Swiss pick Arsonal? He's gonna go with Cassidy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it probably in Swiss' mind, he feels like Cassidy is the better battle rapper.
So is Cassidy the better Arsonal the better battle rapper, but is Cassidy the better rapper?
No. In 2003, in that stretch to like 2006, I don't think nobody could beat Cassidy.
Okay.
I think Cassidy was the better battle rapper and the better rapper at that time. In 2019, I feel like Arsonal is both.
Because I think Cass is saying, like, yeah, Arsonal, same shit, whatever, you know, is not. he says a lot of disrespectful shit, but not a lot of dope shit, or something to that effect.
I mean, we gonna see. I mean, it's an opinionated sport. So one person could feel one way, 20 people could feel another way, 100 could feel another way. My personal opinion is, I feel like you have to show and prove. If I came off of my last battle and it wasn't that crazy, why would you vote for DNA? Why would you go for me? Niggas hate me so much. I come off the Mickey Fax shit, and until I did the 2 2-on-2s, niggas told me I didn't even deserve the battle verb, and my last one probably was my greatest one. So if that's the type of culture you in, or the type of individuals you dealing with, what makes you think they gonna side with somebody that didn't come off of a good one, the last one? I'm just saying that's what it is. What have you done for me lately? He could go crazy and change everybody's mind, but
what do you say to the thing that Cassidy said that now after the battle, he said that he was only at 60% for goods?
Something like that. Don't quote me, guys. Hip Hop is Real interview. Something like that.
But in the battle, he said y'all are booing some of the best shit y'all ever heard. So that's a contradiction, though. Yeah. To say that in the battle and then after the battle say, yeah, well, you didn't get 100% Cassidy.
I mean, but he's an entertainer. So,
right.
I mean, like, for anybody, like, listen, man, when niggas get up here, that be the problem. Niggas, this is the problem with the fans. Like, we're telling you this shit, and you're still believing all of it is real. That's the problem. This is a movie. Okay, Denzel Washington is Frank Lucas. He gets the suit. He gets $5 million. He plays a gangster. They stamp Blue Magic on it. He sells it. When he gets out of there, for all we know, he could play tennis or lacrosse. So, y'all taking this shit literal. I look at it as entertainment, so you can say whatever. It doesn't really, you know what I'm saying?
I'm Cassidy's manager, and I'm going to hire you to get Cassidy ready for Arsonal. What do you do? What do you tell Cassidy what he has to do to get ready for Arsonal?
First, niggas got to send a check. So when the check clears...
It's hypothetical.
When the check clears, hypothetically, when the check clears, okay, you know, we gonna train. We gonna get in the dojo. It's gonna be a lot of work. Cause at first, I always tell people this. This goes for anybody. Don't believe in the hype. Like, I can honestly say, not to toot my own horn or nothing, DNA is still the same DNA that you seen when I started, but I'm better. But I'm talking about hunger. Because I don't believe I'm DNA. When I wake up,
or hunger?
Hunger.
Oh, okay.
Hunger. Because right? When I wake up and look at myself in the mirror, I'm looking at Eric St. John. I don't believe in the hype of DNA. I don't walk around full of myself or believing I'm that nigga. Because the moment you believe that, it has nothing to do with, of course you should be confident. I'm very confident I could beat anybody. That's why I'll take a battle with anybody as long as the money's right. But I'm not arrogant and cocky, because once you do that, you don't allow yourself to grow, because you feel like you reached the pinnacle. So if you believe I'm DNA, I'm the nigga that got this many views, second million in the world, Get Money and Drink Water, ESPN, Rap Game, Funk Flex, doing promos with niggas from WWE, all that. Once you start believing that, that's where it stops. I don't have to do
interviews with 15 minutes of fame no more. I'm bigger than 15 minutes of fame. What is 15 minutes of fame?
No, but I'm saying that's
right.
Where it stops. You limit yourself because you start believing that you've reached the pinnacle. Sky's the limit for me, because I do something, I'm on to the next. I do this, I'm on to the next. It's never, oh man, I'm that nigga. Like, so that's one of the things that goes into evolving and growing. You have to first understand that there's always room for improvement, there's always room to get better, and that you haven't reached the top of that. But that's very hard for a lot of people to do that have reached a certain amount of success in anything that they do. It's to humble yourself and realize, okay, maybe this shit that was working 10 years ago is not working 10 years later, or maybe I could still use this, but now I need to implement this, and maybe I should do this and watch this, and never. And what I say by that is because also sometimes you got to watch other people and see what they doing, and then realize if that's working, don't copy it, don't bite it. But you might need to take something out of that page and bring it to your page. But if you're not humble enough to do that, you're going to always believe everything you're doing is the right way to do it, and it's not. So,
do you think there's anything in this world, whether it be talent, whether it be a product, whether it be anything, is at its best and that's it? That's as good as it's going to get. It'll never get better than that. So,
no, I feel like in the moment when you reflect back on something, yes, you can say at this point it was at its best. But if you're doing it and you're in it and you ask that same person that, or somebody that's with the person or the product all the time, they can tell you where the downfall was. So you have to go to when it was its best, right? Apple, you would have thought after the iPhone 8 or 6 it reached its best. We at the 11 now with the Pro and the Max, and it's getting better. Just when you think they can't add newer things, they're adding it. You know why? Because there's so many people that work for Apple. It's thousands, millions of people that work in this company at Apple. So even when they think that they can't do it or they can't push it, or somebody feels like we reached the top, it's always that one person that says no. That's $1 million company. It's harder to do that when you're one rapper. And then you have 20 niggas that's around you telling you you're doing the best shit in their life because you're feeding somebody or you're paying their bills or you're the reason why they could drive a car, they could travel around the world. It takes those 2 or 3 real individuals to say, no, that's not working, that's not hot, that's not ill, you should do this, you should do that. And then it takes the person that is the product to listen. Because, nigga, it could be, I'm the product, nigga, you, how the fuck you gonna tell me what to do when I'm here, when I'm there? So with rappers, that's why you see a lot of rappers drop their first album and then you look back at it and say, oh, well, his first album was the best. It's because there was something that made him start feeling himself, believing in his own hype or losing the motivation when it stopped. When I first started rapping and I just started listening to other people that I grew up rapping, listening like influences, and I said, damn, this nigga was this ill. Why is he rapping like this now? I thought it was destined, like it's inevitable. As time goes on, you become whacker, you fall off. And then as me doing it 10 years later in battle rap, I'm realizing, okay, I didn't fall off. In fact, I didn't even stay the same. I'm better. And then I realized the things that took place for me to become better, because it's easy to reach the top. It's hard to stay at the top.
That's a fact.
So it's a whole lot of things that happened that made me realize I'm on my game. At first, it was a simple conversation with Charlie Clips of me not understanding, because it's hard when you're the product or you're the artist. It's hard to understand. And it was like, DNA raps the same every way. Every setup is the same. His setups is bad. His setups is whack. It's the same monotone. And I'm like I'm asking Clips for advice because I don't understand. Like, what are they talking about? It's like, yo, it's every time it's da 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 da. Ah, you wait for reaction. Da 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 da. Ah, you should switch. You should switch your patterns. Don't always rhyme with the same pattern. That was before I battled Sirius Jones, right after Chess. Then niggas realized after that conversation, he didn't do nothing for me. He gave me a conversation. I went back to the drawing board, came up with a new flow. From there, that was the new flow, the birth of NWX. That's one change. Niggas, Then niggas got tired of that flow. Then last year, after I battled Old Rad, boom, new persona, the champ. Now niggas, the champ, da-da-da. Niggas is running with that. Then around Mickey Fax, when people was tired of me spitting, rhyming the fast flow, they even made a name. Oh, it's the Starburst flow, whatever. I took that flow and how I used to rap, combined the two. Then the Mickey Fax said, oh, this is the best DNA we ever seen.
That's called growth.
Yeah, then
evolution.
Then get money and drink water. Boom. Whole new slogan. And I forgot to add in before that, when I started running out of top tiers, then I was the PG killer. You see, every time it's a new way to reinvent myself. Then the new way, and this was a situation. I'm not fucking with URL no more, right? But a bad situation turned into a blessing because me not battling for URL built demand of, we're not seeing DNA battle like we usually. Because I was ready to battle. That was by accident. If it was up to me and everything was right at the beginning, I'd have been battling not as much as I did 20 times, but I at least had 10 battles already. Mm. So that situation built demand because now niggas was like, yo, we haven't seen DNA. So it built the expectation. And then in the process of me not battling, I realized that battle rap changed. Because before on the big stage, you used to not be able to be intricate because people used to not be able to get it. But then you started having people like Twerk, Rum Nitty, Danny Myers. Who else can I name of like a new wave of that? When they started touching the stage, the rhymes was the same. So niggas think like, this shit just happened overnight. I always was able to rhyme like that. I just knew to differentiate the two from a big stage to a small room. Now that the fans is catching intricate lines on the big stage, then I'ma just rhyme like that the whole time. That's why niggas feel like I got better. I always had the mind capacity, but I chose not to do it. Because on a big stage, you would consider a performance like me versus Ill Will is a great performance. And lyrically, I wasn't that good in that battle. And then you consider me versus Tay-Rock a bad performance, and lyrically I was good in that battle, but it wasn't considered a good performance. That's right. 2014. In that era, it was big stage, simplicity, small stage, more lyrical. I was more lyrical against Rock, but that's considered a bad performance. I was less lyrical against Ill Will. That was considered a good one. Now in 2019, if you perform your lines, you can get as in-depth and intricate as you want because the stage is there for you.
I think you just gave Cassidy a whole lot of information. It's a matter of, is he listening, if he watches this interview, is he actually
saying... But that's what I'm saying. Like, for instance...
That's crazy that you can break that down because that's what makes you still be able to stay alive even when nobody fucks with you.
Exactly, but that's what... they have no... Like, see, this is what I try to tell people, right? In life, I like it. Like, people don't understand. I don't like, no disrespect to Rock, Geechee, Surf. Those, they could do no wrong. And their careers have excelled because they still doing what they supposed to do. But for me personally, if I could pick which way I would like it, I like it the way it is with me. Because when you hate on me doing this, doing that, it fuels me to say, all right, I'm going to make this shit undeniable. That's why even when you don't like me, it's always those niggas. Oh, man, it's like, damn, this nigga did it again, man. I wish I could, but damn, he did it again. And that's always going to keep me on top of my toes because I'm making sure it's undeniable. I'm finding every little crack, every little fuck up that you would let somebody else slide with, you're not going to let me slide with it. So that way my shit is going to come out 100 times better than everybody else because I don't got leeway. So that's why I like the way it is now. But that's why I'm saying I give dudes like Rum Nitty and Twerk, Danny Myers, all those niggas the props because they turned battle rap into... I was never really a performer. I've learned to perform as it went on. That was none of my strong attributes.
Even Bill Collector, like
yeah. So now niggas made it where you could get busy with the lines, and I'm saying them because they stuck to it no matter what. They never switched or did it. I switched with the times because I was on a big stage more. They wasn't. So when they just coming out the gate doing them, now it's back to where it needs to be. That's why niggas say, oh, DNA lyrically is better now. This nigga could do that. I could always do that. I just chose not to because I seen it wasn't working. So I'm gonna be...
Is Cassidy better now than he was back in the day?
No. Back in the day, he was untouchable. Like, niggas laugh and joke. I don't know if he had 5,000 battles, but I will say this. If you talk about that era, I believe that how you doing? I believe he would have never lost one of them back then.
Okay.
I couldn't. I was 12 in 2003. And the rhymes I had at 12, they wasn't going to beat that shit. He's Cassidy, nigga. Like, so if he did battle all those people back then, I believe he could have won every battle. How good he was, but now, no. I feel like exactly what I said now. It takes me to...
So the Cassidy we're watching now is not better than the Cassidy we all...
No, not in my opinion. No. But what I'm saying is that it took me to be humble to watch. Even before Twerk and before Rum Nitty, we could go to Press Mafia and Ty Law and B Magic and Chilla Jones and all those guys, right? They started the whole B Magic punching every bar. That's what got everybody to punching.
And Conceited. Let's not forget Conceited.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about again.
Again. Okay.
I'm talking about predominantly everybody. Khan is one of the first. If you watch K-Shine and Goods, K-Shine has nothing but punchlines. Mm-hmm. If you watch me in my first battle, it's nothing but punchlines. That format is not new. I'm saying jerseys is not new. Fabulous made them lit again. In terms of battle rap, me and Conceited made jerseys lit again. Hove been wearing them. As far as punchlines, once we became battle rappers, we stopped. Because then we started realizing, they want angles, they want personals, they want jokes, they want performance. When B Magic came back around, it was, people loved him so much because it was the old feel. He's just punching. Random. Has nothing to do with nobody. He's just punching. Chilla Jones, I was QP. Now this how far my battle rap IQ. QP. He battled a nigga named Bird in 2009. Did a whole round about all different type of birds. Scheming. I did a whole barbershop round versus Lil Pesci. Scheming. In the process of that, we stopped though because people was like, oh, it's drawn out, it's too long. Chilla Jones came through, started the whole wave, then everybody started scheming. He made it cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, I give credit when it's due. NWX, we made it cool to have a team. We made it cool to do 2-on-2s. So when niggas think that I'm just saying us, I give other people set the line. So that's what I'm saying. Those guys right there switched it for me to be like, okay, now I'm going to just bar up every line instead of doing something else or taking an angle or taking a scheme. And then I'm saying people furthered the game like Rum Nitty. You get the same Rum Nitty on a big stage in a small room, and he made it work. Twerk, you get the same twerk,
Everybody
big stage.
can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But once we seen that, they stamped it to now where it's like you can go up there and spit. You don't have to dumb your shit down. So I like that. That's why I'm saluting them, because now I can show you I can get busy anywhere. If you just look at the material me and Sean had in the last 2-on-2s, people feel like those are our best 2-on-2s.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to dumb it down. We got as lyrical as we wanted. We performed how we wanted. We did all of that, and that's on a big stage.
And y'all got better.
And we got better.
Right.
But I'm just saying, all this stuff, this timeline I'm giving you is from paying attention and humbling yourself. And with all that being said, of everybody I just gave credit to, when you watch a DNA battle, you still watching DNA. I sound like nobody else. So that goes to show you, you can watch stuff, study it, realize what's going on, but still be yourself. You don't ever have to, I don't sound like Rum Nitty, I don't sound like Twerk, I don't sound like Chilla or Be Magic. I sound like DNA, but that doesn't mean you can't learn, you can't study. If you see a new nigga do an ill move and it's working, okay, I don't have to do that move, but maybe it's a move that I used to do that I stopped doing because people didn't like it.
Or
now I'm gonna bring that move back.
You can add something into your arsenal,
as you always should.
Yeah.
So that's the message that I'm saying. Like, you have to always pay attention to what's going on and study. That's the thing about this shit. The reason why I'm one of the best is because I'm studying. I'm not just feeling like I'm DNA. I can just walk out here and do this. No, you got to pay attention, see what's going on, see what people like, see what they don't like, and add shit and perfect your craft.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.